Welcome, guys. We're back to That's Racing episode 17. Today we've got Mick Mansour and his brother Hamid here to talk about Motorsport Mechanical and their rise to fame. I think there's a lot that we're going to talk about today, like particularly
there's been a lot.
GTR records, GTR smashes at Cootamundra, the one and done.
Cudamundra records. We might as well talk about all of them.
Where do you want to start?
I want to start where you started Motorsport Mechanical. Like, where were you? How old? What got you into cars? Because I remember you when you had the red VL and we used to go for cruises.
Oh, man. I was a kid, 16 years old. I got home, I told my mum, I go, listen, I don't want to go to school anymore. She goes, if you don't want to go to school, you got to go to work. And I said, all right. She dropped me off to a mechanic workshop and I started working at a mechanic workshop.
Like normal mechanic?
Normal mechanic,
Well,
servicing
like one
cars.
of those service station mechanics.
Yeah, just working on normal
like
cars.
Abu Ali up the road or something.
It was actually Abu Ali and Ankli, to be honest with you.
It's Abu Ali in Punchbowl. That's how I know.
It actually was.
His name was Abu Ali.
Wow.
Abu Ali and Ankli. Started working there, did a couple of years there, and then I decided to start working at Nissan in Rockdale. And then I met my first S15. I said, wow, what a car. Then I bought my first VL. And then from there...
How'd you go from S15 to a VL?
Well, it was a customer's S15. We couldn't afford the S15 then,
Oh,
so we had
okay.
the VL.
Yeah.
But the customer brought the S15 to Nissan, and I thought, wow, what a car, man. And then the 350Z was out, the 370Z was out, and it was like from there on, the addiction kicked in.
So you've been a mechanic all your life?
From when I was a kid, yeah.
I thought it kicked in like recent.
No, I don't know anything different. Wouldn't even know how to write an email, to be honest with you. Get my wife to do that.
Don't worry, none of us do.
So how did you get into performance?
Oh, man, I was working on people's cars at home, at Mum's driveway. I used to convince my brother that if he helps me do a car, I'll take him out at night. During I'll run in, he was finishing the last bolts. I'll have my shower, and then I'll leave him at home and run off to go with my mates. I'm going to leave him at home.
Now look at him. This is next to you, side by side.
It's true.
You're wishing that never happened now, don't you?
He used to tell me, go shower, and while I'm showering, he'll take off. So it was all of a sudden.
And that's how it all started, man.
Hey, man.
Started, building
What was the first car you built?
VL.
Which one?
I had a white one, and then I built a red one.
I remember the red one.
Fato 3T. That's
Yeah,
how it all
I remember
started.
that one. All the VL cruises to the gong and that.
I remember when I used to do a head in the driveway because I blew a standard head gasket, do a bottom end, would do a quick diff change. It was always just a quick before the night cruise. Let's
Before
go back
the
out
cruise.
again.
But when did you get into like the racing side of it? Like I know you were building cars and getting into performance, but when did like your first experience at the track
I
happen?
was 18 years old, my red VL. I went 10, 8, 138.
And that's something you built yourself at
Yeah,
home?
well, yeah. I built it at home, just like standard high flow turbo, whatever, standard computer. Oh, sorry, no, that was a 3540 Microtech.
When was that, but like in what year?
What?
Was that before Anthony Matuk and...
No, what? I even paid Anthony to tune my car.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember that.
I actually paid Anthony Matuk to tune my car.
So did you steal his tune-up?
Yeah, yeah. That's how it all started, don't tell anyone. Yeah, no, Anthony tuned my first VL for me, yeah.
Wow.
Didn't start in the morning or idle, but it doesn't matter, we won't talk about that.
No, we won't.
Yeah, so what happened?
20 years later,
then-
nothing's changed.
So you were only mechanic, obviously you weren't minded in or well-versed in tuning and electronics back then? Or?
Well, no, I was more into fitting parts, building a car, putting a car together, da-di-da-di-da. And then I went and worked, I was working at Truck Tech.
Larry?
Yeah. I had no driver's license because I couldn't be a mechanic. And I used to drop, my wife used to drop me off at Truck Tech. I used to work on buses and trucks. And then one day, Barry goes to me, man, if you finish these 2 buses, you can go jet skiing. So I got to work at 6 in the morning, working on these buses to get out of there. And boy, oh boy, did I get levered. The copter, yeah, man, you done that too. It's 10 o'clock. You can fit one more in. I walked straight out the front door. I got home. I said, no, this is it. I'm done. I'm going to start working for myself.
So you used to service buses.
Buses, cars.
Was that at his Moorebank factory or was that
No,
actually
no,
Tempe?
no way.
Tempe, when he used to work for the bus depot in Tempe.
Moorebank factory is only a few years old. Probably like 5 years old.
No, that's Chipping Norton.
Chipping Norton, sorry. Yeah,
Moorebank was when I was at the Moorebank, and then we used to work at Tempe, yeah. So I had left cars, I went to trucks and buses, and then I went, and then that was it. I go, no, that's it.
Do you sort of somewhat regret leaving trucks and buses?
Yeah,
good
with the
money in
stress,
that,
yeah, compared to the stress and the anxiety. Because becoming a mechanic isn't just a mechanic.
Yeah,
You become a
life-
marriage counsellor,
yeah.
you become financial counsellor, you're everything in this trade. So you're not just a licensed mechanic, you do everything.
So what does Hamid do?
Hamid's just
He's a supporter.
So you support his counselling?
No, he organises the arguments for me. He sorts out all the arguments. He sorts out all the racing.
So technically
He's
he's
your
the counsellor.
He's the muscle behind it. Because I don't like fighting, so I just make him fight. So then I always look like the good one.
Are there any examples of that? Has that ever happened?
Is there any recent examples? Is there any recent examples of that?
Some guy that's sitting in front of me, but we won't talk about that. We'll leave this for another chat.
I've had plenty of one-on-one meetings with him.
With who, Mac?
There's been about a lot
Not over my own problems.
over my problems.
So when did you open up Motorsport Mechanical?
20th of September 2016. No, 2014. It's been 10 years.
Well, wasn't it in Bexley? It was on
So a guy called Emmanuel used to own the shop.
what's that street called again?
Queen
Victoria.
Victoria
Queen
Street.
Victoria. That's it. Yeah.
So I had $0, 0 cents to my name. I go walk into this workshop. I had no license. So I got my friend Angelo to drop me off there. And he goes, look, man, my best man has a shop. He's over it. Go talk to him and buy the shop. Obviously, because I'm a good talker, I went there and convinced him to give me the shop with no money. Don't ask me how that went down. And I got home. I was walking up the hill after I had made the decision to buy the shop and shook hands on it. I rang my wife. I go, babe, you're going to have to lose your car and everything has to go. Got home, sold the VL, sold my wife's Mazda 3 MPS, sold everything, Evo, sold everything to buy the shop. I didn't have $1. Got there, started cleaning, scrubbing floors, painting floors, and from there on just kicked. That was it. That was history
I
there.
remember that shop.
So how did you get into tuning?
So I had a worker working with me. I used to rely on him for tuning, and it was the worst thing because if he had left me, I was stuck. Anyways, long story short, one day he did leave me. I go, what am I going to do? I don't even know what to do. So my mate Euros had a Skylight at this stage. He had a Microtech in it. We didn't even know what we were doing with it. We used to just play with it on the street. We didn't blow it up. Yeah, we didn't blow it up this time. We used to play with it. We didn't blow it up. It got slower, it got faster. We didn't know what we were doing. One day I said to Euros, I go, listen, man, I go, give me your Skyline. If I blow it up, I'll buy you an engine. There was no doubt. Take it. Plugged up a Haltech in it, and I sat on the dyno for 3 days, working it out. And from there on, I worked it all out. That was it.
Did you?
That
Did you
was
blow
it.
the
Did you work it out?
Oh, we didn't blow it up. No, we did not
Not
blow
that
it up.
car.
Not that car. We blew up
the
a lot of
car
other
after.
cars, but we didn't blow up that car.
That one wouldn't blow.
That one, yeah, that was, I don't know, that was miracles, that engine. Wouldn't blow up. But yeah, that was it. From there on, look, obviously, look, we're always still learning. Mate, I didn't know how to use a FuelTech. I didn't know how to use a Haltech. Like,
What made you go to FuelTech?
this is a touchy subject. We won't talk about this. We'll just zip this one.
No, tell us honestly.
No,
because that's
We're
like
all about the
for
truth
the
here, mate.
Look.
in the 6-cylinder world. It's not common. Like it's either Motec or Haltech, or back in the day it was
Look, to be honest
Microtech.
with you, it was more of a, I had it in my Red 33 GTR when I was chasing, when Jun and King had gone like the 7 and I was chasing them. I had a Haltech in my car and I used to have a trigger pop, trigger pop, trigger pop, trigger pop. And I kept on getting it's something wrong with your car. Anyways, changed everything. When I tell you everything, we moved the trigger kit from inside the engine to outside the balancer. We started grinding crank triggers at the track. We were doing everything, trying to get rid of this crank trigger prop, and yeah, it didn't go anywhere. And then one day I got promised by someone there that they were going to come help me, and they didn't come. And that was it for me. I just said, you know what? All the states, everyone overseas, everyone was going fast with the race cars, a FuelTech. I thought, no one's doing them. Let's try it out. I bought one, and it was the most easiest, simple.
What was the first car you put the FuelTech in?
MSMH, no,
It was RH7.
MSMH 7.
That's your car, the silver one?
Yeah. Oh, no, MSM Jet.
Sorry, Purple
MSM
33,
Jet.
MSM Jet.
The purple 33.
Because the customer wanted to put a Matuk in it. I didn't even know how to turn the Matuk on. And we had to come to some sort of agreement. He didn't want a Haltech. He didn't want a Haltech, but he wanted the Matuk. And I said, okay, can we put a FuelTech? And he goes, okay, but with a Matuk dash. I said, okay, no problem. I'm happy with that. Put the FuelTech in it and just sat on the dyno till I worked it out. But obviously, man, you get support. Like I got Nathaniel helps me. I get Paul helps me. It makes a big difference. Like there's a lot of things I never knew. Like, man, there's stuff that you couldn't learn in 20 years what they have taught me, these guys. Like there's stuff, like I've learned how to get a car to leave a line, how to chase a 60 foot, how to make it go fast to the half. Like even like when I make a phone call, I call Paul, hey Paul, what do you reckon of this? Mate, that bit of advice is worth more than any money you can put on. Or when you ring Nathaniel with an issue, like, but they're always willing to help you. Like I've never been strung and waited for someone to help me. I've never had that issue. I could pick up the phone and call Frank from Dandy Engines. He'll pick up my phone call, even though he's not a 6-cylinder man. He loves his V8s. He'll still help me with his hand and heart.
That's good.
Like to me, it was more of the support and more of the service.
So then you put FuelTech and everything?
Not really. I still use Haltech. I'm building a 6-second 32 GTR now, a black one. It's got a Nexus in it. Customer wanted the Nexus in it. I don't argue with the customer. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. Like obviously the results have been proven. They've been a 5 with the Haltech, but they've been a 5 with the FuelTech as well. So it doesn't really, it's not like something's better than the other. What do I prefer? I prefer the FuelTech. But if a customer wants to put a Haltech, I'm not going to sit there and argue with him over an ECU. It's his money, it's his car, he chooses. But vice versa, it's the same thing for me. But do I rather go on drag racing with a FuelTech? 100%. A quicker result, because I know it better now than what I know with the Haltech.
Okay.
In the drag racing features. As a street car, man, the Haltech, it works perfect, king.
So where's the turning point? You've got in your own shop now. You've learned how to tune. When did you realize? Fuck, all right, I'm good. I'm in this. I'm in the mix now. What's?
Cudamundra.
I remember it was a Cootamundra. I was watching all these videos, GTRs and GTRs. I go, what's a GTR? Jumped on Facebook. I found the 33 GTR in Queensland. $5,000. Midnight Purple.
$5,000.
$5,000. I drove to Queensland with my trailer, picked that up, came back, and then my red one came up for sale from the old owner. They used to be with SMD. And then I ended up buying that because he had a cage in it. But I already built the purple one. So then I pulled everything out of the purple one, put it in the red one. I rock up to Cudamundra. It was a New Line Nationals. I'll never forget it. I had a H pattern in it, like a PPG, a dog box in it.
You were the twin turbo man, eh? You loved everything twin turbo back then.
I just like to be different. When I build something, I don't like being like everyone else.
So was that car twin turbo?
No. So then the red one at the beginning was 3026 with a GDX 42 manual. I rock up to Cootamundra. I didn't know the record was 940 back then by Glenn when he was at Powertune, when he had his old manual GTR. The GOAT, when it was manual with Powertune. I rock up to Cootamundra. It was New Line Nationals. I had no idea how to drive a GTR, yeah? Just pull the handbrake up, free rev it to 9,000, ride the clutch out of the hole, and let's roll through the gears. All of a sudden, I see this Aussie guy at the finish line as I was driving up, open my door. Mate, is that sequential? And it was my favourite person, Andrew Hawkins. Is that sequential? I said, no, it's H pattern. He goes, you just beat the manual record. Some people dispute because it was a different event, but because we're at Cootamundra, it didn't exist to one of my friends. So that
Which friend?
I can't discuss.
Do we know?
No, we're all about honesty here.
We all know. Anthony Matuk wouldn't. Anthony Matuk wouldn't agree to the record because he wasn't Cootamundra. So then I got a phone call and he said, you got to come to Cootamundra and back it up. I said, okay.
So what did you run?
I went 9.3 at 158, then manual. Fuck, that's not bad. 3026, 580 kilowatts, perfect. Anyways, got back to the shop. I thought, fuck, we've got to change a turbo. Got to go bigger now. Like, we've got to put sequential and everything now. We've got to go faster. We'll come to Cudamundra. Now I'm going to prove a point. Yeah, I put a sequential 2.8 litre, 76, 75 back then. Like, that was
the best turbo.
That was the best turbo. Yeah, I went to Cudamundra. I went the exact same time, if not slower, with a sequential, with a bigger turbo, 10,000 RPM.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah. I made 1,100 horsepower back then. I made more power than what I had.
Went backwards.
That's standard.
We still broke the manual record. I still had it for like 2 or 3 years then. And then we had MSM H7, the customer walked in my shop, which was MSM H8. And he wanted like an auto.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
It's maybe slightly off topic, but was that one and done back then as well?
Yeah. We rocked up. We kicked the goal. It was rock up, do what we got to do.
And done.
You've done that a few times.
Yeah. We'll get into this point. So then we got Daniel Desana. Remember MSM H9?
The grey one?
Yeah. Left another workshop, come to us. 2.8 litre, 7685. Like that was the next stage, bigger turbo. Like, wow,
big boy.
Like big boy now. We've got bigger turbo. We've got 2.8 litre. We've got a H pattern. We rock up to Cudamundra. We back up we broke the record again in our own car, like another customer's car. On his first pass, broke the record again. Then we raced another friend. I don't know if he's known him, Nader. Anyone know Nader?
Mm-hmm.
He's right there.
Oh, that guy, yeah. the guy that has the bright white teeth, Nader. So we raced Nader.
You can say the same thing.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
He's going to say it anyway. So we raced Nader in Hannibal, we called it back then.
I'd never forget the video that Rami's made of that.
Yeah.
Where
Is that when they're pushing it?
Line. No, it's on the start line. He's revving it and he goes, oh, and it just bogs.
That's what we used to call it, Hannah Bog.
Anyways,
Not Hannah Bull.
we're at the start line. We're racing. It was all
No, we hated each other that event.
Oh,
it was big tension before the race.
Before the race.
I made that race happen. It wasn't meant to happen.
Between who was the tension?
Nader and my customer. So we G'd it up to make a race.
But he wasn't at Anthony's then, was he?
No, he was at
still
10
at 10 Karam. Yeah.
That was 10 Karam, yeah.
Anyways, we're in the, like, standing at the start line, and I go to my customer, Daniel, I go, listen, I can get him at the start line, just play with his brain a bit. Come in on the first light, hold the handbrake, play with him, because he'll sit on the two-step, he'll get off. I go play with him at the light, I go and just come in, drop the handbrake a bit, come in on him. Anyways, he's coming up, banging the two-step off, coming up, banging two-step. Anyways, Daniel comes in, bang, leaves him off the lights, just gaps him by 2 or 3 cars off the hit. With these guys screaming, yeah, we didn't know. I seen smoke. RBs blow smoke at the finish line, yeah?
No, they don't.
Sorry, they don't. We thought, wow, all right, we won. We're walking off. They thought we're laughing because we didn't know the car went up on fire. We had no idea. Something happened. I think oil, like a feed line or something, come off turbo, whatever the case was. Anyways, my brother and all the boys go to the service station.
No, we left.
They went home. I'm in the trailer packing up the car, and I have 5 Arabs come up to me screaming, where are you? I'll call your boys to come back. We're going to have an argument. We're in the car park.
They thought we were laughing at them because the car lit up a fire. But the car lit up a fire at the end.
But we didn't know.
Not
We
at
thought it was the
start
RB smoke.
Was that Nade's car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But at
We
the
had-
end of the track, not at the start of the track.
But like,
We
now
had
that
extra-
you're all friends, and were you laughing at him?
No. Kid you, no.
We had no idea.
We won. We didn't know it was on fire.
You can tell us the
We
truth,
thought it was my customer's car on fire.
okay.
To be honest, like the smoke, I rang him. I go, you're good? He goes, man, the other car's smoking. I said, oh, you're good, but the car's all good? He goes, yeah.
I thought he blew an engine. Not
We thought,
NATO.
I thought the great one.
I'd laugh at him if he blew an engine.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
Nah, that's like Renatus.
I laughed because I thought engine straight out, but we didn't know it was a fire. The fire happened at the end of the
Was it a
track.
big fire?
Not really, no. Just like
you
inside
It was
the
NATO
bike.
Like,
exaggerating.
it happens all the time. Happened last weekend.
To a cruise.
We went for
On a
drive.
cruise.
Went for a drive and VL caught fire. Normal.
Oh, that's like a normal day.
I used to do it normally.
And then, yeah, from there on, we come back to Cootamundra. We had our MSMH8 customer come to my shop. Andrew decided to build
Was that your biggest customer to
back then. Like, that was like, he walked in.
He was like the Mac of Matuk or the Giuseppe of the
He was
CRV.
the cherry him when he walks in. Like,
Yeah, like he got.
I don't get that.
He got priority. Like, I used to feed him. I used to message him, make sure he's okay. He used to get a good morning
Feed
message
him?
off me.
Used to feed him.
Of course, he used to feed him. I used to make sure there was a meal ready for him when he came. to
Really?
my- What? Customer service.
Nah, he's a good guy, bro.
Bro,
Mate.
He was a proper guy.
That's the benchmark, brother. That's what you should be asking for.
So, anyways, we used to come to my shop.
Anthony, take note, mate. Take note.
So he used to come to my
What
shop.
else did you used to
We
get?
we used to buy birthday presents for his kids.
Nah,
we became,
he became family.
Mate,
pretty
became
fast.
family to
I don't
us.
even think Anth knows my kids' names.
Anyways, it became family to
What
me.
happened to him? Is he still around?
Well, long, so I'll get to that. So anyways, we built MSMH8, makes 1100 horse, made 1100 or 1200, first billet block, da-di-da-di-da. Well, sorry, it was after MSM GTR. It was my second billet block, GDX 45, took him for a drive in it. And this guy was a guy with no emotions, yeah? Like, he wouldn't even smile or laugh. So it was hard to tell if he was happy or upset. And I was strutting on tippy toes to make sure he was always happy. So anyways, take him for a drive. We get on Brooks Road in Ingleburn. I give it a hit, first, second, third. What do you reckon? It's all right. Looking at him, it's fast.
What do you mean? It's fast.
What do you mean? Like back then, like
Every time Mick took him for a drive, he'll call me, bro. This guy's not even like happy. He's not happy. He's
and
not
I was
twitching.
confused. Anyways, go back to the shop. He sends you a message at night. Hey, bro, put a pro mod. I said, you haven't even driven the car yet. No, I want a pro mod on it. Okay. So we ordered that 88. We didn't even know what a pro mod 88 was back then. Like I had that many photos of that pro mod 88.
I had that on my RX3. the
Yeah,
green
like,
one.
mate, that was the
That was
best turbo. Wow, like, we got a billet precision turbo. Like, anyways, put a Pro Mod 88 on it, made 1600 horsepower on E98. Anyways, took it to the track, 820s, 81, all the way to a 7.8. But this is back then when Jun and King were going like a 720, 7.1. No one was in the sixes. Like a 7 then was like, wow, in a GTR. Anyways, right, racing. We decided, we heard everyone's using nitrous. Mick's never used nitrous before, but we're going to try it, yeah? I didn't know that you got to pull ignition timing out, add fuel correction. I had no idea. Go on the Haltech. Yeah, we'll tell it to add nitrous. Yeah, rightio. Yeah, looks perfect. Yeah, no, she left the line mint. Like, it was mint. By half track, yeah, the rods were out of it.
Grandstands.
Rods were out of it. I go back to the car park. I said, sorry, man, but like, it's my first time. He looks at me, he goes, who cares? He goes, aren't we going to go fast? We're learning. I said, wow.
What a
Okay.
customer.
I'm going to keep feeding this guy.
He was good. He was
No,
good.
it was good. Like, he understood, like, it was my first time. But I'd work with him. Like, I'll cover the labour, I'll help wherever I can help because we're doing it together. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just I'm learning and he's providing
Cover the labour.
the money. Yeah, of course. It's like a warrant. Like I got to. If
I'm
someone's-
learning from this, huh?
Note it down. Note it down.
I'm getting heartburn.
Anyways, we
You
put
on
it all
my
together. Put it all together. We ordered the 98mm turbo because I heard the intel that Matuk and Rob Marjan had a 98mm turbo. So I got to step it up now with them. We've got to chase them. At this stage, we couldn't afford 20 grand for a diff. I just couldn't justify the 20 grand for a diff. So every time I went to the track, we were breaking a diff in this car. Anyways, the customer goes, man, let's just wait for Cudamundra. Let's go Cudamundra. It's on A98, made 1700 horsepower. Let's go to Cudamundra. I said, all right, mad, let's go. We get to Cudamundra. First, what was it? First or second pass?
It was second pass.
Car went, what did it go?
Three.
Was it 8.3? It went 8.3. We broke the record.
Then you,
there.
then you ended up in the 8-1.
Yeah, so we went
by
eight-
the end of the day.
We went 8.30s with the car. Like, that was fast
Was
back
that
then.
another one and done?
That was a one and done.
The A3 was a one and done.
Yeah,
Like every car's a one and done,
yeah.
bro.
So then we had my mate Nader was trying to beat me, and he couldn't hack it. So every time he was walking past me, I'll do the symbol like you're
That
dead.
was when they put their head in the bath.
So that was the
bathtub.
night. That was the
Who's-
night.
I wish we had that
Done the head
photo,
in the
bro.
bathtub.
So Matuk put the head in the bathtub. He wasn't giving up. He
That
was
was that
not
night.
going to stop
Why do you put it in the bathtub?
because
Because
They blew ahead. They
They
were
blew
servicing
ahead.
their head in the bathtub.
And me and Rami got that photo. At that time, we were at war with Anthony. Like, it was big war. So we got that photo, and it was like... every time there was an argument, we just dropped
for-
Do you
it.
still have the photo?
It's a video on YouTube.
Is it?
Some
Yeah.
what they could it, but for what they done,
Oh, we'll
Hey,
insert
yeah,
video
honestly,
here.
Hey.
He made it
Honest-
happen.
for what they
I know.
done in the bathtub, rebuilding your
Yeah.
head, putting the car together, then
So
coming
I
out.
We
thought,
said he's washing the baby, and he
I thought it was like 4 or 5 in the morning. I woke up like 6:30, 7 o'clock the next day.
They're still
And I
working at
looked
5.
They're still working at 5, yeah. And I'm like to the boys, okay, he's not coming back out. Don't worry about him. But like, we got him in the bag. Anyways, get to the track nice and early. I go to the boys, let the sun sit on the track a bit, and we'll crank the silver car, and we'll try chasing. Anyways, go out. All of a sudden, I see Anthony's trailer pull back up. I go, no, you're joking, bro. This bloke's back again. I go, maybe he's not racing. Let's just wait, you know? And obviously, you know, the gossip in between the crews. We're looking, we're trying to suss it out. Fucking this car.
We're
rolls out.
sending people there.
We're sending
they're coming,
people.
They're coming to us.
We're even going to say, like, hey, Amph, how are you, man? Let's, like, just to suss it
Having
out.
a peek.
Is the car, like, back together? Boy, oh boy, did it start up.
I remember
I go, look at this guy, bro. He's not going to give up. He
Yes,
goes,
he never did back then.
he goes, you're dead.
He's changed now.
It's
bro.
the famous last words of Anthony Matuk. You're dead. I've heard this multiple times, but just so we're on the same page, yeah? Anyways, we going out. We go at 8:20. He comes out. He goes like an 8:60 or 8:50. I go, oh, my God.
No, we went 8-3 again. He went 8-4. It was you were dropping one by one.
Like, we're going, it was tit
It
for
was,
tat.
yeah, it was like tail by tail.
10th, 10th.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways, then something broke in that car. I don't know what broke. We won't talk about it.
Which
Because
car?
King 32, something broke. So I don't know, something broke. Anyways, they packed that up. We were still the number one. So I'm walking around with my number one finger, all happy. I go, mad, perfect. We won this one again. So every time I say Nader, I used to have to just remind him, like, I'm number one, yeah? Like Cootamundra, number one. One year came, second year came, they still didn't take it off me.
Because they didn't go the second.
Yes,
they had
because
the fight with Hawkins.
they didn't have a fight. They had a disagreement. Now they're friends again.
Oh,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Oh, sorry.
Anyways,
Yeah, watch your words.
watch your words, please. My mate gets upset with these conversations.
Which one?
Hawkins, not Anthony. Anyways, so then comes to the Cudamundra where they become bum chums again. We get to the Cudamundra. We're out in the silver car again. We went 8-1.
Hey,
8-1, like high 8-1. And man, I'm stringing this car, yeah? Like I am chasing every bit of timing. I'm leaning it out. Like we are chasing, but we got no more. It's on E98. E98 full weight car. We couldn't afford carbon boot, carbon front bar. We're, you know what I mean? We're just hustlers, you know? Anyway,
Just drilling holes everywhere.
yeah, we didn't have drill one hole in it. The car still weighs a boat. Anyways, we went 8-1. I thought, mad, this was day one. Rob Marjan was coming out in June. Every time he come out, I go, now I'm dead. Like any moment, these guys are taking me out. Because I knew they always had the bigger budget to take me out. Like obviously money plays a big thing in this game. I don't care who says not. I don't have a spare head. I have one head that belongs to 4 cars. I got one engine that I share in 4 cars.
How do you make it survive?
Well, we pull one, we freshen it up, we put it back in the other car, and we chase it with the other car. We don't have 4 spare heads, you know what I mean? Anyways, June came out, something with the steering or whatever. I said, I'm safe now, I'm good. Next day, Anthony comes out. They break a drive shaft in King 32.
And then a gearbox.
And in a gearbox. I thought, this is another year I've got this in the bag. Anyways, the owner of the silver car goes, crank it. He goes, whatever happens, happens. All right, done. Let's crank it. Cranked it. We went like a low 8.1. It was everything he had. There was nothing left in this car, yeah? I looked at the owner. I go, bro, what are we going to do? He goes, drain the water out of it. He goes, we'll get it to the start line. He goes, everything. He goes, gas it. I don't care. I don't care. I go, man, like I'm out of horsepower. I've got nothing to give you. Like,
Yeah, I remember me and you had a fight over it because I'm telling him there must be more somewhere. Like you're doing something wrong, and he's yelling, "There's nothing more I could do."
I can't give you any
There's
more. Like
nothing.
the EGTs are hot. Everything. Like I'm on the limit. Anyways, I said, no, leave the water in it. We'll go one more time. And he cracked the head. Like just cracked the head. The misfire came. Water obviously in the cylinder, water in the cylinder. Water. Anyways, got back to the pits. I go, you know what? Drain the water out. Who cares? Let's get rid of the water. Whatever happens, let's just send it. Went back out. The car, like my mid-track was all over the shop because I sent everything in this car. Anyways, by then, they broke a new, they made their own rule at Cudamundra where you can do a warm-up burnout at the start line. For how many years you weren't allowed, but when your name's Anthony and Andrew Hawkins, you can modify it a bit,
Hawkins
you know what I mean?
is scared.
Because
That's the truth. Well, don't talk shit. He's scared.
so
He's accepted.
before he ends up in the boot of Anthony's car, so he thought it's a good idea. We'll just let them do what they want to do. All of a sudden, they started doing burnouts at the start line, cleaning start lines, air blowering, brushing, cleaning, and he went a 790. Congrats to him, like deserves it. Anyways, yeah, we'll go to the next year. I couldn't hack it. Obviously, he beat me. There's no way. I can't let this go. So the next year comes. You wouldn't believe Anthony and Andrew Hawkins have another fight. So Anthony's not coming to this Cootamundra again. I thought, you know what?
Disagreement.
Sorry, disagreement. I thought, you know what? This is my year. I'll take MSM Jet. We've got water air cooler on it. Big turbo. We've got bigger
I
than
think
the
this was 2 years later.
2 years later, we had everything bigger than the Silver Cup. Everything bigger. Like we just now built a brand new car with the FuelTech. We got everything. Like we're ready to party now. That car, we took it to the track. We went first pass, 7.7.
One and done.
That was one and done. First,
Another one and done.
First full pass, 7.7.
Just in case you forgot.
Anyways, get to Cootamundra.
Was that what, the first 33 to
First
run a 7?
33.
No, the red
His
one
red
was
one. His red one.
My red one was no, but then I got corrected. I think it was the HKS.
What car is this? What car is this?
So MSM Jet, the purple one. My 33 ran a 7, but apparently the HKS car in Japan, the 33, had gone a 7 before me. I don't
60
know.
years ago. But
How many years ago? But whatever, he done it. It wasn't a record back then. Anyways, we went out in the purple 33. We had gone 770s. We get to Cootamundra. Before Cootamundra, I rang Andrew Hawkins. I said, Andrew, I said, do you remember I used to bend the rules for Anthony? He's not around. I know you don't like him. Let me take his record. Like, let me, you know what I mean? Can I cheat a bit? Like, he goes, Mick, I can't. I said, come on, man. Like, you're not going to make me go do a full exhaust on this car. He goes, Mick, I can't. I said, but you let him do it. Like, just one pass. I just want one pass. Let me put meth, side pipe. Like, let me go for it. He goes, Mick, I can't. Put a full exhaust on it, put on E98 and go for it. So he'll get to the track, pull out the car, the truck, all excited, put brand new tyres on it, get to the start line. We're on E85 at this point still. We'll talk about the methanol after. Go out to do a pass, cars all over the shop. I go, man, I can't pull timing out of it. I'm going to get the EGTs hot. I'm trying not to break this car. Like, I want to make a pass out the back door. 830, 840, 830, 840 with how many pedals in it?
oh, the broken lead.
And then we had a misfire because one of the MSD leads was misfiring. Anyways, get back to the car park. I looked at my workers. I go, listen, I go, just drain the 85 out of it. I'll load the meth tune up in it. I go, Anthony would have done this anyway. Let's just do it anyway. No one's going to know. He's not here. I go, let's just take him out. One and done. Let's get rid of him. Yeah, got to the start line. Hamid was in the car with me doing a burnout. Hamid looks at me and goes, why are you strapping yourself? I go, either this car's going to go a 7 or this car's going on its roof. One of the two. There's no in-betweens at this point. Because I had one job.
No, you were pedaling at every pass before that because it was wild.
And then
I told you, as soon as I jumped out, I go, don't be a bitch. Just hold it.
And I said, either it's going to end up on its roof or we're going to 7 this pass.
Fuck.
He looks at me, he goes, all right, I'm strapping myself. I swear I knew it was going to happen, yeah? Anyways, get to the start line, get it on the trans brake.
Like before that, nothing was working out. The gauge on, what's that, CO2?
The CO2.
Nothing was working. Like it wasn't
Every
meant to be.
sign
like,
was there,
Wasn't
don't
meant
do
to
it. Don't do it. And
We
I was-
done laps around the start.
I know-
like 50
I know that-
times,
I know
going
that
back to the
feeling.
pits, going back to the pits.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Pack it up. And there was no way. Like, I have to beat him. Like, he's in my head now. CO2 wouldn't work. The full drive wouldn't turn on. Like, every sign was there. But there was no way. We're not giving up. Anyways, get to the start line after I had done my burnout. Kicked Hamid out. Hamid's arguing with Hawkins. Let me in the car. Andrew goes, I can't.
He said next pass. He let me know. He said I can. I go, you know what? Had a misfire. I'll jump in after this pass if it's working 100%.
Let go.
So
Get on
the
the
next pass I was
trans
meant to
brake.
be in the car.
We put some RPM out of the takeoff, put some boost out of it, and we're pulling out a timing out of the hole. Car leaves, goes towards the center line, and I'm pinning it. There was no way I was lifting this time. I got called a bitch. Pinning it, coming across. I'm looking at the finish line. I go, nah, it's so close. Like, I've got it. I've got it. It's like, we're talking, I could see the finish line. And the right rear tire just touches the grass. At this point, I didn't think it was going to flip, yeah? I already had my hand on the chute to pull the chute. And that was it. It was on its side, and I'm screaming, stop. And this GTR was tumbling every way. No one, like, no, other than us, no one knew it was on methanol, yeah? And my heart, at this point, I went blank. And I thought I'm dead. Like, I felt like I was dead. And obviously, we say when we die, you'll be screaming out, hello, hello, no one's talking to you. After the car kept on rolling, I stopped. Like, I'm dead. Like, I'm talking to myself, I'm like, I'm dead. Am I dead? And I can't say anything, I was blind.
Blind, why?
Because of the blood in my visor, and my eyeball nearly disconnected off my actual socket, like off the back
Yeah,
of the
you've
my
got
socket.
white and
From the
brown. His
G-force?
ones were just red. Like
From the
red.
G-force.
I've seen the photo.
Yeah.
I actually seen the photo.
Anyways, after it was upside down, these guys are running towards the finish line. I tapped myself, I felt the buckle. I undid the buckle, I fell from the roof to the floor, because it was still upside down, obviously. I didn't know because I couldn't see. I started tapping my hand, and I found the window, and I felt cold air. So I started crawling. My adrenaline rally lasted 2 or 3 meters, not far from the car, but I'm thinking about the methanol if it's on fire. I don't want to burn in it. I'm in tracksies and a jumper, no race clothes, no Hans device. I'm just strapped up in a Simpson harness and a helmet. I crawl out of it, and my adrenaline just ran out, and I'm laying on the grass I took the helmet off, I put it next to me, and I'm laying on the grass, and all I can hear is these guys screaming my name. They're running to me, and I'm telling them, give me my phone, I want to speak to my kids. I thought I'm dying. I said, there's no, like, mate, I just rolled the GTR. Anyways, my best mate Andrew comes, the owner of King 2JZ. I go, Andrew, how's the car look like? Can we fix it? He goes, yeah, we can fix it. I go, mad. No one told me that there's no car left, yeah? Like, I'm thinking,
Do we have that video so we can play it?
Yeah, we'll find
Th-
it.
that-
It's
that-
on YouTube, so we'll insert video here. You
That
have
way-
it? Oh, you actually have it? Oh, can we play it?
Yeah, you
That-
can play, yeah.
Walk,
play.
walk us through it, Mick. Like,
Because we wanted everyone to see.
can you blow it up? Can you make that
There's
bigger?
Hamid.
Terrifying moment, a GTR challenge driver loses control.
Sounds good, Bart.
Cootamundra
Oh.
Airport.
Whoop, and that was it. See you later.
The car turns at breakneck speed.
How much
and what
turns
happens
did you
next
turn?
is hard to watch.
11 times it rolled.
And
11 full
And how much
flips.
speed were you doing?
Well, across the finish line at 8.3, what was it? 8.3, 177 on its roof. But it rolled before the finish line, so I don't know what it would have
That's
gone.
crazy, man.
But it was insane.
So how did it feel like? Do you remember much?
I remember it all. I heard every panel.
So what happened? How did the eyes?
Because of the blood.
But how? What did you head? What?
No, the blood out of my eyeballs. The blood from. I still got the helmet at home. I'll never throw it. It's full of blood, glass.
But how did your eyeballs get affected?
So my nose started bleeding.
How?
Went in from the G-force.
Oh, just from the G-force?
G-force, yeah, man, from
Really?
the pressure. Yeah, from the pressure. Anyways, my visor was full of blood. But when I came out, when I was on the floor and the paramedics had got to me, the guy goes to me, mate, you shouldn't have taken your helmet off. You could be able never to walk again. Like, you shouldn't be moving, da-da-da-da. I said, man, I'm fine. I could walk. Mate, don't move. Anyways, they put me on a stretcher or whatever. I get in the ambulance. Hamid came with me. Everyone's worried. I can't see, yeah? And I thought, man, there's no way. Like, and I said to Hamid, I'll never forget it. I go, Hamid, if I can't see you, make sure I don't walk out of the hospital. I do not want to live another day. Do not let me live. He goes, shut up, man. You'll be right. My mum rings me. My mum goes to me, get up. We just buried your dad. Get up. I need you. Get up. I swear to you, it was only a couple of minutes later, like that LED floodlight. I'll never forget it. You know, you get the stars when you look at it. I seen stars like that. I go, I can see you. And the guy goes, how, mate? I said, how many fingers? Put a couple of fingers, put his fingers up and I could see him. I go, give me my phone. I ring my mum and my wife. I go, I could see again. I thought, all right, I got my vision back, so we're all right at this point. Get to the hospital. The guy puts me through the, what is it?
MRI.
MRI once. Go wait in the room. Comes back. He goes, mate, we've got to do it again. Nothing showed.
They were tripping.
They were tripping at this point. Yeah, put me
It
again.
was Wagga Wagga Hospital.
Put me through again. Go back to the room. 2-3 hours go by. Comes up to me, looks at me. He goes, mate, it's not your time to die. He goes,
It was a miracle.
He goes, you're a miracle. He goes, you don't even have a broken bone. Undoes my neck. Like I had the foam around my neck. Undoes it. He goes, can you walk? I got up. I got out of my bed. I walked to the shower. I had a shower. I looked at him. I go, can I go home, man? He looked at me. He goes, we've got to do an eye test. So the guy came in the morning to put me the dye in my eyes to make sure that the eyeball didn't disconnect off the socket. He looks at me. The guy looks at me. He goes, mate. He goes, I don't know what you're blessed. You're not meant to die. You have to go back out. I said, all right, done. Let's go. So then Mick got his bright idea. I go, you know what? Don't worry about the 98. Let's just step it up straight to the 110. Because Matuk used to always tell me that Mech had a 98 on it. But somehow, when Mech crashed his car, he sold me a 110 that wasn't on his car, but the cooler pipe was damaged. That came off his car. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know how we went from a 98.
I would have told you if you asked me.
You wouldn't have lied.
Yeah, I would have lied.
Anyways.
I'm documenting all my builds now, so I got nothing to hide.
So I bought the 110 and I thought, wow, okay, we're stepping up in the big boy territory now. Forget the 98, let's put the 110, let's go all out. Went out, we went this,
That's when you strip the car and you put carbon and everything.
Sorry.
Doors, that's when all the doors
I went
and all
the
that.
720 as a full trim car.
Did you?
Yeah, but then I had the 106 on it. No, I went
just
to
a bigger turbo.
I put the 106 on it off MSMI X7. I put the 106 on it. I went 720, 197, whatever I went. And I just got the record then. Then I got my bright idea. I thought, yeah, you know what? We did all that, but if we got a bigger turbo, we'd empty the car, wait. This is it. Like, hey,
Job done.
Job
One
done. We're out. So I pulled carbon doors, carbon boot, interior out. I did a Matuk special.
So all new stuff.
I did a Matuk special.
Was this before or after you done your teeth?
Before I done my teeth.
Right.
During, before, after everything.
Everything.
I was going to say, it's a complete makeover.
Done the carbon doors, carbon guards, carbon bonnet, exhaust out the bonnet. I said, we just took 100 kilos out of this car.
Done.
We're making more horsepower now. This is it. We're in the bag. We went out, misfire after misfire.
Have you had a full pass since the 7.2?
Never.
It's been
The
11
car-
months.
Look, I got
Like,
even
ever
like,
since Matuk came out in the blue car, either one haven't done nothing.
we haven't done nothing.
Yeah.
They both went 7 something
Do you reckon
together.
they gave
didn't
each other the eye?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I said
100%,
it. I said
100%.
you both are going to give up. No one's going to run the 6 or a 200. Mark
Should
my
have
words
stuck
on
to
it.
your word.
And they did. They both
So
gave up.
Anthony
No one
walks,
ran
up
at 6.
to, Anthony walks up to my customer Cameron and goes, hey Cameron, he goes, bro, listen, $5,000. Sorry, he made an agreement first with Hamid. $5,000 by December, the last meeting, the last Street 20 meeting, December. I'll
Still
never
want my
forget it.
$5,000.
I remember this last year.
$5,000.
This
if
was in-
I
this was
don't
in
take
November.
his out.
I have a
I
video
remember the argument.
Yeah.
You got a video of it?
of me telling him, where's my money? And he didn't pay it. Yeah.
Anyways, we raced. We were sitting there in the trailer biting our nails because we had the $5,000 in the bag. We have to give it. Like, you make an agreement, you got to do it. There's no ifs or buts. And
I ticked that $5,000 off him, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
obviously, the gambler next to me has to gamble it. Anyways, he turns around and goes, I have to give it to him. I said, bro, don't talk about it. He's not going to remember. Like, let it go. He goes, no, that's it. If he doesn't do it, I'll take it. And if he does, I have to give it to him. I said, all right, whatever, bro. We're sitting in the trailer biting our nails. We broke the rear diff in that blue car. He didn't do it. And we thought, this is it. So
He
we
went
got
he went 740, 170.
Yeah.
And then didn't end up doing the...
whatever he did.
Yeah.
I heard it leave and I'm like, oh. And then I hear something happen and I'm like,
I think his alternator, it says voltage issues. He was having then.
Correct, the isolator switch in the back.
Yeah, he was having voltage issues. there.
anyways, he came back
I
to
won't
the
forget.
pits. We thought $5,000, we can fix the diff, you know what I mean? We'll get our $5,000. Yeah, obviously he didn't pay. He argued, he screamed like he always screams. Then Nader decided to be his right-hand man, like the bodyguard he is, started screaming with him, I'll buy you with my wallet, I'll squash you with my wallet. You know, the normal chats you cop from Nader.
I feel like we need to get Nader and Anthon here to...
That'd be funny.
And you guys again.
Oh, that would be the best. There'll be one argument that goes
Look, if
nowhere.
you want a proper episode, put him in Matuk.
That will be the whole scream.
I think 6,000 million people are going to be on. And put Andrew Hawkins as well. Is guaranteed going to be a big drama.
Oh, God.
There'll be a
That
big
will be
fun that one.
the best episode.
So
ever.
anyways, in this meantime, Nabil gets a bright idea. We're going to build a 34. Because we're building Nabil at 32.
You might want to tell him who Nabil is. Like,
So Nabil's my daddy.
Just throw it in.
I call Nabil my daddy. So
That's why he put the plate puppy on his GTR for him.
on the
Nice.
35, we put a puppy because I call him daddy. So everyone does
Baba.
Baba, that's Baba to me. So my
a sick
Baba
compliment.
always builds cars. And he just
Mind
likes,
you, this guy has just got into the racing scene, yeah?
Yeah,
And he has no idea about racing.
Yeah, but this guy has never come to the race.
But he doesn't come
No,
to
no,
the
he's-
track.
no,
He'll
he's-
come, he goes, oh, so what's my
10
car
minutes.
done? And we're going to go fast? Crank it, do something. All right, see you
So
guys.
what he'll do to me, I'll never forget it. He goes to me, Mick, let's build a 34. Just do me a nice street car. I just want to go 7. I go, how fast do you want to go? He goes, I want to go 790. At this point, I said, man, I go, can I pick a mad plate for this car? Like, let's pick a mad number plate. Let's make a name for this car. He goes, what do you want? I go, I want to put John Wick on it. Because John Wick's the guy that comes out and kills everybody, yeah?
And can't be
One and done.
And can't be killed. Anyways, we built this 34, put a methanol tune up in it, da-di-da-di-da, Pro Mod 98 XPR, billet block, the usual stuff, AC, whatever. Get to the track, Nabil decides to put the lighter brother in it. Nabil goes to Hamid, you drive. Hamid jumps in it.
He didn't even come. He made a phone call.
Oh, no.
I rang him and told him he went at 7.
Yes, sorry. He was not even at the event. He was busy working that day, mind you. So this guy goes out. He goes, turn it up for him. I said, just take it easy. You just want the 790. Like, let's not blow it up. I don't want to do an engine on it. No, turn it up. So I didn't ignore him. This guy goes out. First pass, he went 7, 8. First pass. Called him up. I go, Dad, we went to 780. He goes, is that it? But you happy with the 7.9? You're there and you're there. Turn it
Then he
up.
calls me and I'm telling him, oh, it feels a bit weird on the stream. He goes, yeah, just put it in a wall. Who cares? As long as you're all right.
He
Stay
goes, as
flat.
long as you. So at this
And
point,
he's not joking. He's swearing and everything. Hit the car.
I don't
just
care.
Run a pass.
Just go fast.
Like, bro, you're
Anyways,
sick.
I go to him, I go, you sure? He goes, crank it. I said, okay. So I put another 15-pounder boost in it. Hamid went 760 with 3 pedals in it. I rang him up. I was screaming. I go, bro, 7.6. Like, pack it up. He goes, it'll go at 40. You know, like, we know it's done it. Like, it's the same package out of the blue. Like, I know. I go, come on, man. Like, enough. Like, what? We're going to hurt it. Like, enough. Let's pack it up. He still starts, runs, drives. I don't want to push out my shop with oil leaking everywhere because we put the engine out of it. Come on, man. No. He rings this guy. Hamid goes, man, I lifted because it was going towards the wall. I told you not to lift.
I'm not going to crash the bloke's car. I don't care what he says, bro. It's like,
I don't think you want to crash it even if someone told you to.
straight out.
100%.
It's not going to be a
not
little
fun.
one.
It's not going to be a little
not
one.
fun.
At that speed, it's
From
gonna be a little one.
experience.
It's not fun.
Anyways, so then he turns around and goes to me, goes, what are you going to do? I said, that's enough, you're done.
No,
You said-
that's when he goes to me, so you're going to keep pedaling? I said, I'm not going to crash your car. He goes, all right, all good. He calls his mate to come and drive the
Sammy
car.
Afchow.
Sam Afchow.
Who's
So obviously he
Because I'm
thought,
not going to take responsibility. I don't want to crash your car.
I said, brother, I don't want my brother driving the car anymore because if we crash it, we're going to feel bad, da-da-da. He goes, I got the man for the job that won't lift. And whoever knows Sammy doesn't lift. Sammy comes to the track with his race clothes.
Sammy's never raced a GTR.
Okay, no, this gets better. Sammy now jumps in the car. Mick, what button does what? Okay, that's forward drive on. That's nitrous on. That's all you got to press. Sammy goes to do a burnout, holds at 11,000 on the limiter like he's driving a rotary. I'll never forget.
Past the tree, past everything. He's
Past-
hanging on the limiter.
Hanging
burning.
on the limiter. And my hands on my ears. I'm like, oh my God, the rods are going to come out of these.
I know that feeling.
I open the door. I go, Sammy. He goes, yeah. I go, like, take it easy on me. He goes, oh, I've never driven one. Like, don't worry. Just let me go. Let's go. The button it spins because obviously it was GTR Festival. So the track wasn't as prepped as a straight 20 day, yeah? So we went to 760 on a straight 20 day. There was no way we're going to do it GTR Festival. So spun, come back, pull some power out of it, spun again. Okay, man, we're taking everything out of it. Like, we're not going to get anywhere. I go, don't worry about it. Let's pack it up. He goes, nah, backdoor the car. So the car left like on a soft 1360. Sammy just pinned it. Before the finish line, the prop shaft came out of it, broke, took out the fuel lines, CDI wiring, everything. One heat.
Bell housing.
Bell housing, everything.
That's what happened to me just now. I broke everything.
Everything, took out everything. At the finish
That's a
line,
common fault.
he went
I done that in a burnout. I stubbed my toe.
Oh, you and Zayd are the same.
I didn't want to tell the officials, so like they don't investigate me. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm all right. I'm all good. Just keep it in the
So I
heart.
turn around, I go, okay, we broke the prop, whatever. I get it back to the shop, we fix them. Nabil goes to me, should I sell it? I said, you bought it to sell it. We just wanted to run a 7. We done what we done. We made history, sell it. He goes, yeah, let's sell the car. It's a good idea. We'll build another one.
Yeah.
Moments later, we're having a conversation. I said, so what do you want to do? Like, we're going to 7 now. He goes, I want to go 5. I said, calm down, I haven't even gone to 6 yet. I can't. Take it easy. He goes, don't you own that Pro Mod car? That I said, yeah, I just bought it back off Mac. I sold it to Mac, I bought it back. He goes, I want that car. I said, for what? You going to drive it? He goes, no, we'll get Hamid to drive it. Hamid weighs 50 kilos. We'll throw Hamid in it.
What do you actually weigh?
Don't worry about it.
Is it less than 50?
Nah, way. Nah, it's 60.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So like,
It's good for
he
racing.
got his bright
Yeah.
idea. Got his bright idea with that car to say we'll buy a Pro Mod car. Anyways, long story short, here we are. So obviously Mac now owns the John Wick, or John Tick, I call it. So
Mabruk, congratulations on the
Thank
car.
you.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Mac.
Thank you, guys.
I just really,
Did you buy that?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
so I really hope
It's
he
a very weird transaction.
I really hope he just puts a 110 on it and just runs a 720 or 198 in it. Just take his own record out in his own purple car. It'd be great.
Nah, this car's got to be dedicated for raw racing.
Yeah, it's going only roll racing.
It's a killer car. for
What he
racing.
wants to do, and this is why RHM is not here because he's scared of the
That's
34
what
challenge.
I think he knows. Has anyone told him?
No one's told him. No one
Maybe-
even knows that John Wick is now with Murad.
So maybe he got a bit
Wait,
of a
hold
vibe.
on.
That's why he got scared.
Are the
I
plates
had
staying
no
on the
idea.
car?
No, the plates are mine,
Yeah.
but he's going to leave them on the car for now.
It happened yesterday. So RHM is obviously worried.
I'll be
About that
scared.
car.
I'll be scared if I was
I'd be
RHM.
scared too.
Yeah.
So
Because if he knows
Don't-
Mac, he knows Mac doesn't lose.
Correct.
He
So-
knows whatever it's going to take. Well, in the pits, we'll be doing an engine.
all
So
I know,
if someone's going to be doing an engine, that's going to
It's
happen
funny
at the
because it's
track.
true.
So it'll be eliminations. We'll do a couple of test hits, and it'll be like
Serious question. When was the last time IHM won? IHM
February
won
20, 2023.
RHM one roll racing.
Yeah.
That's the last one.
But wasn't he? He was getting ready to go to the States, and then he chased a 7
He
second
still
record.
went to the track. Yeah, look, hats off to him. Went 760 in a manual,
Fast.
but it's been slow at raw racing lately. So sorry, IHM.
Let Anth deal with the track for now until Mach 34 is finished.
And I don't think RHM's gonna win anytime soon.
You don't reckon?
Oh no,
Why? What makes you say that?
hasn't won then, and there was no cars. Imagine now when there's big cars
So
coming.
you don't
yeah,
reckon
the
he's
cars
gonna
are
come
just-
out and do a one and done?
Today the cars are just getting faster and
yeah,
faster.
well,
while
his,
racing, bro.
his car's going roll racing now as well.
So,
I told RHM, he goes, I am gonna smack you at raw racing.
well, let's talk about the 35s.
So
So
this like we're
We got
we're
some.
on the
Hey,
verge
this is
of
heating
wrapping
up.
up.
This is heating up.
We're on the verge of wrapping up, but we have to talk about the one and
35.
done. I mean,
Okay.
that's what we ultimately do.
so
That's Zayda's
So
favorite thing, by the way.
So I'm going to tell you,
Zayda
I'm gonna tell
loves
you
it.
how this one and
Bro,
done
you know,
thing
every
starts.
time I see that hashtag, that comment, I just piss myself laughing.
You know, I
You
think
like
of
it?
you because I heard you on that podcast talking about it. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep posting it up now.
So the one and done. So obviously Nabil owned the Black 35.
Puppy.
Puppy decided to one day make a deal with me and say, buy the car off me. He didn't want it anymore. He was over.
That's how he works.
It's an impulse decision. And I said, I don't have the
Is
money.
he
to-"
Egyptian?
No.
He
I was going to
goes,
say it's an Egyptian.
but he's lived in Egypt and speaks fluent Egyptian.
Egyptian.
So every morning we're talking Egyptian.
so he turns around and goes to me, he goes to Mick, I want to sell 35. Do you want it? I said, yeah, but I don't got the money for it. He goes, I'll tick you on it. Take it. I said, okay, no worries. So, but you're not going to get upset if I put it together, yeah? Because no, I don't care what you do with it. I'll drop off everything to you. It's your car. Done. So anyways, obviously Mick being Mick, I'm not going to buy heads and buy everything. I had to buy everything second hand. We can't afford to buy another VR38. So I copped one sleeve in it, welded the heads because they were all broken. Junky build. I call that car the junky build. Put on the dyno, made 1807. I said, "Fuck, not bad. Mad. Anyways, he always looks at the car and says to me, Mick, I like the car, eh? It's a hot car. And obviously, I still haven't paid for the car, yes? I'm like, why didn't you buy it? It's yours. Like, I still haven't paid for it. You can take it back. Because obviously, it's better to get him in it, because then at least then we can afford to put a proper engine in the car. Anyways, and then during the 35, we started playing with 35, going to roll racing. Every time we go, I used to have a transmission issue or a clutch issue. And obviously, I don't know much about him. One day, I'm talking to Shonny, Mr. 35. I found out that the workshop he was with in Queensland shut down and his car was sitting in a shed. Wasn't getting worked on. He didn't have anyone to do it for him. And da-di-da-di-da. Long story short, called him up. I thought, you know what, man, let's get on this 35 bandwagon. See what this fuss is all about. And I'm a guy that likes dealing with, I'll work on anything.
You'll try your luck, see what happens.
We do V8 twin turbos. I do RBs, 2Js, SRs. I'll play with anything.
Whatever the money is, doesn't matter.
Whatever it is, bring it to my shop. Anyways, I convinced him. I called him up. We're talking. Da-di-da-da-da. I said, man, do you want me to do your car? I've never done a 35 other than the black car. But, man, let's give it a go. His engine was getting built at a JHH in Queensland. They built the engine, whatever. Sends me the car down, no engine, bolts in a tub. Absolute disaster. I regret opening my mouth at this point. I was like, oh no. Anyways, I called him up. I said, hey, we've got to change a lot of things on this car. I don't like them. Like, he said, change whatever you want. I said, okay, done. Change everything, put the car together, get the car on the dyno. Car makes $17.98. First event is the Flying 500. Take it out. This issue, that issue, fresh car. I knew it was going to happen. We had blow-by from the catch can. We realised that the catch can breather was sitting at the top. Just little stupid things. Fixed them, roll racing came. So sorry, the night before roll racing, we were doing test hits in Stanley Street. I was testing the car, making sure it was all good. It's a fast car, man. Like, this is actually moving. I go, get in the car with me. He goes, no, you're crazy. Like, no, I'm not getting in the car with you. I go, man, just get in the car. He would not get in the car. He tries to record the car flies past the camera. So we get to roll racing. During this whole getting the car ready, Anthony was on a FaceTime with me. You know Eugene, his customer? Iguani, whatever his name is.
Iguani.
He was at Anthony's shop and him and Shawnee are friends. Anthony goes, $5,000, I'm going to blow your doors off at roll racing. They made another bet that Anthony didn't pay. I don't care what you say. You can tell me whatever you want. King had a misfire, a fuel pump problem. I don't care. Winning's winning. That's
true.
very simple facts.
Correct.
W is a W.
We rock up to roll racing.
There was a front angle that I didn't say only till not long ago. Did you say that 35 like that?
Towards the wall. The guy wasn't lifting either at this point. So we get to roll racing. First pass, guy comes back, alternator light on the dash. I go, what happened? He goes, man, the alternator. I said, what alternator did you supply when you sent me the car and parts? He goes, put the brand new alternator. I sent it to you in the box. It was a Chinese. He bought it online. He thought it was a genuine one. I rang my worker. I go give me the genuine one back from the shop. It's on the shelf. He goes, you can't do an alternator in a 35 in the car park. I said, watch us. So we're in the garage doing a 35.
Is that what you were changing? I was seeing a car jacked up and all that.
He was saying, Shawnee was saying, don't worry about it.
He's
Like,
saying,
who
don't worry
cares?
about it. I said, we are not leaving. I said, we're not going home. The car is min other than this issue. Let's sort it. We did an alternator. It was just before eliminations. He got in the car. I said, don't touch a thing other than boost up. Don't touch a thing. He doesn't listen to me, obviously. He gets in, he's scared, he puts traction control up, puts front drive up, goes out, he's racing a couple of cars. I go, fuck, this car's fast, man. Like, now that I'm watching him drive it, every hit he's coming around, popping the bonnet, we're cooling it down, let's go. Round after round after round.
He's getting better and better.
Getting better. Now he's getting comfortable in driving it. Coming to the three last cars, I think it was R King.
The Audi.
The Audi was the last, R King probably one or two before, and there was another.
I think it was an Eva, I'm pretty sure.
Anyways, I was a bit worried. I called him up. I said, if you're racing Anthony, put everything in it. I don't care. Rot it. I don't care. He's not to get in front of you. I go, traction control, turn it down. I go, no. I said, just do what I'm telling you. He didn't listen at this point.
He's a different person, yeah. He's just
in his zone.
Queensland people aren't like us. They're different.
This guy, we're adapting him to the city
That's a
spec.
bit fucking far-fetched.
Queensland people,
What do you mean they're not like us?
they're very mellow. They
Mellow.
do
They
things
are.
like,
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
when they're
Step
driving on the
by
road.
step.
Like he obviously has
Like
a
they
I thought you were about to upset the whole of Queensland.
no, like they would have an E-boost with
Yeah.
3 stages in it. Like, who the fuck uses an E-boost? Just go full boost, that's it.
that's why they
No,
engines-
no,
but,
they'll
that's but that's why their cars last and we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
So maybe that's probably why they drive on the straight as well.
brother, that's racing.
Anyways, turns around, came up to racing Anthony. I go, oh no, here we go. He just beat Anthony. Like when I say just.
You're blessed. Just, you know.
Hey, bro.
Okay, but hand in hand.
But winning is
By
winning.
half track, Anthony was pulling. There is no doubt.
Correct.
I'm not going to.
What
Facts are
camera angle
facts.
have you watched?
I've watched the actual side.
Listen. A W is a
I
W.
don't-
I agree.
I don't know what you're talking about.
but
Anthony was never in
There
front.
is no fact.
There was at the start
There
line.
is at the
There
start
was an
100%.
issue with RR King.
At the finish line.
It doesn't matter, but
Abu no
winning
stories.
is winning.
Hey, hashtag no stories.
I agree.
Somehow,
Let me talk 1 second.
the whole camp always has the stories.
It's not a
Let me
story.
talk
No stories.
It's not a story. That's a
Winning
fast car.
is winning.
Yeah.
But having
That's
an
a
issue,
That's
having
a
an issue,
fast car, bro.
It
having
is
an issue at the
fast.
finish line.
No,
and
that's
the
a
start line's
fast
big
car,
difference.
yeah.
There is no doubt. No
It's
one
a
ever.
fucking fast
No
car.
one
Can I
ever
say
said it's
something?
fast.
You know, we didn't know that was a grand final, yeah? We actually did not know that was the last race.
That was second last race when he raced Anthony.
No, yeah, the Audi. We didn't even know that we were in the grand
Anyways,
final.
okay, when what happened between Anthony? Obviously, Anthony was out because something happened to the car. But winning's winning. I don't care. Forget it. There is no doubt. Anthony probably blow his doors off. Mate, Anthony might have a misfire. He might get him. The 35 might have a transmission
Bro, the
issue.
33 is fast.
But that's racing. Like, let's not be
No.
Let's not joke about
100%.
it.
It works at raw racing. He's got it down pat.
Anyways, comes up to the Audi race. I call him up. I go, don't you dare lose this one. And I couldn't look at this race. I walked off. I went towards the garage because if he lost this one, I'm going to be devastated. Came out and he ate the Audi. Like, because the traction control, everything was dialed in at this point in this car. Now, obviously, the precision boys will tell you, oh, he jumped, oh, he skipped, oh, he did this. There is that many stories. Mate, I don't want to hear it. Especially that guy with the Lambo's nephew, cousin, I don't know who he is, always gives me a comment on Facebook. Oh, mate, this car and that car, I don't care. I don't care. At the end of the day, it's all about reliability. I'm making a car go
No,
fast.
the only thing they've got is, oh, you didn't build it, you didn't tune it, so don't talk shit.
Well,
But
we've got-
some little mutt has gone around the spoken shit and claimed all that, but we don't
But
need
at
to
the end
prove
of the
ourselves.
day,
We've got
at the end of the day,
precision.
let's be very honest.
Hold on 1 second. We've got precision, Aaron and Tony and
Aaron's all right, but
George.
George on the next episode in a couple of weeks'
So
time.
maybe ask George for
So-
me how the back of the 35 looked like. But anyways,
no, but hold on. The bloke in the Audi, is that George?
Yeah.
He did not say one word. Like, he actually shook your hand and
Yes,
said,
his-
congratulations. He's
Here's
a very,
normal. You know
very
what it is?
humble guy.
It's never the owners of the car.
It's
Nah,
the people
never,
on
never,
Facebook
never.
that talk shit. That's what it is.
It's never the
not-
owners or the shop owners that
No,
talk.
he was humble.
look, and there's no doubt, like I might go to roll racing. We're going roll racing this Friday. We might take the car out. We might have an issue with it. But that is racing. Like, it's not we're going there. Just because we won the last one, we're going to win this one. Anthony could go out. Anthony could get beaten by an
You
Egypt.
won. You won.
But
You won.
the reality is
You won
went
first.
there
So is
the
that
first
how you got
time
one and
So
done?
the one and done was we never roll raced because how the one and done started.
No, I'll tell you how
was
the one and done
Street King-
started.
No, was remember when Taking Over used to be Street King? Me and the old owner of Street King raced. Do you remember that in 2018, 2019? MSM GTR manual against Street King? Me and the old guy that used to own it, we raced. He jumped me off the lights, even though I helped him start his car, but we won't talk about that. He jumped me at the lights, auto car, gassed, whatever, he beat me. Fair and square, he beat me. Cop it on the chin. I messaged the guy from Roll Racing. I said, hey, man, I said, fix your timing lights. He goes, mate, if you can't hack it, don't race. I didn't go there for years. And these guys used to always tell me, man, we should go roll racing. We should go forget drag racing. Let's just go roll races. And that's how it all started. Let's go to roll racing and let's just walk in.
So-
I'll tell you where one and done came from. Do you remember when War GTR beat Romanos? And I sat in front of that car and I put my finger on it. That's where the one and done came from because it took him one pass to rape Romanos.
So now,
That's where one and done came from. And now it sticks.
But you don't call one and done.
Everyone's
on a
got
car
it
that
in for
hasn't done
IH,
it.
mate.
Well, bro, the fact is, it
but
went
I'm
to
not-
roll racing once and it won
So
it. And
one and done
that's
is
it.
it going back out? Because one and done means
So
it's
Mr.
not.
30,
No,
Mr.
Friday.
Mr. 35's going out. And
I wouldn't
Ape-
take it out.
And
If I under, I'd say leave its name one.
no,
and done,
well,
bro.
the car was built as a roll racing
You're gonna
car.
fuck it. If it goes out again and loses,
It can't be one and done anymore.
Can't be
Doesn't
one and
matter.
done.
It doesn't. We built the car to win and lose. There's no.
As a new car, that will be. It should be one and done. Hopefully.
Should be one and done.
Yeah.
one and done like
One
done,
and
done,
doing.
that's
It might be one and doing, not done.
One and keep trying, mate. Yeah.
We're gonna keep trying, but at the end of the day,
but it's all for fun. Have a laugh.
That's what. But look, obviously people don't make it as fun, but. Now, today's day and age, mate, look at the cars, man. What's a Lambo make? 2,000? A roll racing? That's insanity, bro.
'Cause it's fun and dangerous.
Like the 35 makes 1798, the white one. The black one makes 1807.
You know what's funny? John Wick's gonna win.
We'll leave it on that.
Leave it on that note to the next time we have a podcast.
Why are you
You know
going to
what's
bring me
funny?
into
At
a four?
least.
Huh?
Why are you going to bring me
yeah,
into
but
a four?
You said
At least
I
he's
want to
gonna
buy the
realise-
car off you for roll racing.
I
I
think
said
what
I
you
will
should-
sell
It
it
is
to
going
you.
to roll racing, 100%.
Yes,
I
but at
would've
least now you're
made a
going to
deal
realise
when
that
when
FuelTech
that
works
got
better
sold.
than Haltech. Watch and see.
I would have made a deal when that got sold. Like you'd want to keep him as a customer, maybe. Like,
Me and Mac will end up in a lot of meetings together.
You mean made Hamid?
I jumped in.
You mean made Hamid will end up in a lot of meetings?
Anthony has no worries. I'll never grass cut him. I don't grass cut people. I'm not interested. He can have him.
Anyway,
Me-
it doesn't
me-
matter because
me-
that's my brother's car. So that car's for Cookie. He's driving that.
He's not driving that.
Hey, he was
it's for
driving
him.
it today.
So
Hey, I've been geeing him up all day.
once
We've
he
been-
gets the hang of it and once he learns
be
how to
right.
drive and once he gets
See,
going, then
with Cookie,
that's
I
different
can
stuff.
work. Me and
He's got
Cookie can
balls.
work.
He'll hold it.
Me and Cookie can work. When me and Mac, there'll be a lot of meetings. But you never know. Maybe Cookie will say
There's going to be a lot of
me.
meetings between me and him.
No way. It'll be me and you.
You're nowhere to be seen, bro. All we can see is your fucking teeth.
Straight up.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for.
Thanks for
a
having us.
very
See you on
informative-
Friday, all right?
See you on Friday. Hopefully we can be the one and done again.
Bro, I would be
Two and
spewing
this
if
time-
you lose it.
Hey, you
but
know,
I'm gonna be
spewing
Hala,
if
if you win again, I'm
Well,
gonna.
look, the idea, I'll be honest with you, my idea to this one is to take it out in the black 35. That's the honest truth. So I want a one and done the black 35.
Nabil will be happy.
So I've been
Then I can buy it
instructed-
off him. Be good.
Don't you dare even think about that. Get out of my face.
Nabil, can you hear this? I know you got a phone in there. Just letting you know. No, I'm joking.
You know he'd sell it to me, so it'll be all right.
So I've now been instructed, I don't care if the rods come out of it. He goes, you better win. So guess what? I'm driving.
King is going to be a hard car to beat, bro.
It's
That's
fast,
fast.
bro.
It's far out of the
fast.
hole. It's
You know
fast.
what's fucked? It's the way it comes on. Just it's like it's got a T28 on it,
Fucking,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
That's the scary part of it.
That's a loose converter and a lot of nitrous, boys. Thank you.
See you at the
works.
start line.
See you at the start line.
All right, boys.
See you
Thank
guys.
Yalla,
All right,
salam.
guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.